We all love to eat cane fruit and small berries in the summertime. Well, now is the time to be planting them. I'm at Portland Nursery on Stark Street at Ken, and so Ken, really, this is the time to plant, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. You've got the best selection that you're going to find all year.
You really do. It's really do. So what do you want to talk about?
I thought we'd go over the cane fruits. A lot of people have confusion about caring for their brambles. I think the raspberries are the easiest place to start.
And the tastiest.
Yeah, definitely. They're pretty stiff, self-supporting. About all you need to do when they're in full production and the fruit is getting heavy is just keep the fruit from dragging the ground. So the trellising is pretty simple. All the brambles, the raspberries, the blackberries have a 2-year cane cycle. The roots are forever, but the canes live for 2 years. In the first year, they grow. The second year, they make their fruit. And then as soon as the fruiting is done, you get rid of them, and new ones are coming.
How easy.
Yeah,
that
very
makes
simple.
A lot of sense.
Yeah. So the first year canes, the primo canes, are going to emerge, and they're going to be really ramrod straight unless for some reason the tip is damaged. And so pretty easy if you're doing your winter pruning, or if you miss some of the ones that are fruited, which are going to have these really evident side branches on them. So as soon as those have had a chance to branch out and flower and fruit, those are done. Take them all the way to the ground, and I mean right to the dirt. It helps to keep some of the disease issues.
Yeah. Okay, so just a little bit of tips there. And so you also have some other berries for us. What's this one?
Yeah, the blackberries are a little different, and we sell 2 different kinds of blackberries. We have eastern blackberries, like this one, and we sell western blackberries, like this Marionberry here. And the first thing you can notice looking at the 2 is that these are rather stout, and our native Marions and Logans and Boisons are a lot flimsier, so they need a much stiffer kind of a support and trellis system. Other than that, this system is pretty much the same. The canes grow up the first year, and you'll just have to have some sort of way to keep the 2 apart, especially with the Marions, which can get really interconnected, and those little thorns kind of lock them together. What I'll typically do is grow stuff sort of low the first year, either on a low wire or on the ground, and then in the wintertime I'll gather them all together and take them up a post to a higher wire. And that way I've got a kind of nice clean place at easy picking level to harvest my fruit from. And you have a place to attach the new canes as they start to emerge in the spring.
Okay, that sounds good. Sounds like a lot of good fruit production that way too.
Definitely.
And what about grapes? Because they're a little bit different.
Grapes are different, yeah. I mean, you don't have the 2-year cycle. You have a stout plant, portions of which are going to be forever, like a trunk and possibly some arms. But the main thing is that you're going to have to invest a little bit more time in getting the whole process started. So you might come into a nursery center, see a nice, well-grown young plant like this, and that tells you probably with all this cane action going on, there's probably a pretty nice root system there. And then you're going to take a pruner and you're going to take the whole thing back at dormancy to just a couple of buds. And I'm going to work with this nice, stiff central cane here.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back up here maybe to just 1, 2 buds, take all the rest off. And what we're doing here is we're allowing this nice strong root system to put energy into only a few leaves. So it can get those leaves to size quickly. The leaves then are the little solar cells for the plant, and they're going to make energy and start to surge upward. Now, the first year I'm not going to worry at all about training. All we're trying to do is, now that this thing has come out, is make a bigger root system even than we started with. So just position things in a way that allows them to gather light. If you want them to just sprawl into a mound on the ground, that's perfectly fine. But we're not going to do any training the first year.
Now, this is what's really going to be the basis for the growth in the next few years, all the years.
Absolutely. From this point, we sort of diverge into 2 different pruning methods, one of which keeps permanent arms and one that doesn't. So this is probably a good time to come in and get some one-on-one conversation, and we can lead you through the steps for good productive pruning.
That is true. But the main thing to take away is to come out to Portland Nursery on Division and Stark and really get the plants that you want to be eating all the next couple of years, and definitely this summer, in the ground now. And you can talk to Ken and his staff, and you can find out all that information so that you're successful in all the years to come. Thanks so much, Ken.
Thanks, Judy.